This would be a good blooper reel.
Yeah, this is a good blooper reel. Cause I'm shaking, man. Look at me. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. I'm shaking. What is going on? So we still live right now, right?
Yeah, I got you.
Why they hating? Let my thing be great. Let me be great. Oh,
Hey, y'all, welcome back to another episode of the Stay Focused podcast. Today, I got a very special guest, someone I've had the pleasure of knowing for a while through social media, through Instagram. We actually have some stuff in the works that hasn't come out yet, but it will be soon. But without further ado, man, all the way from Hollywood, Florida, let me introduce my brother, Nack Daniels.
Knack, what's going on, people, man?
stay focused, baby. Let's go.
Got to, man. That's the motto for a reason. That's the ministry for a reason, man.
Amen.
Hey, we recently I had your brother Rio on all the way from your Florida brother Rio.
Big,
Big little brother, cause I'm older.
Boy, big with brother. Absolutely, man.
That's my
Absolutely,
boy, man. That's my boy.
man. And y'all have the project out. There is no tomorrow, which
There is no
last star,
tomorrow, man.
bro. That song Invincible is my jam. I told him on the episode that is my jam, bro.
Yeah, he mentioned that to me, man. And Invincible, man,
Yeah.
I sat in the same parking lot I'm in right now. I am in the parking lot in my wife's car, by the way. I sat in the same parking lot, threw that beat on, and went to work, man. Let the spirit use me, and went to work, man.
That song is
Yeah.
one of my favorite CHA songs of the year. To be honest with you, I got that song on repeat. Yeah,
Oh, really?
I think it made like the Spotify. You know, at the end of the year, you got the Spotify your top songs. I think that for a fact it was on there. Like I don't remember what number, but it was on there. Yeah, bro.
Man, I appreciate that. That means a lot, bro. Thank you, bro. Wow.
What went into y'all coming together and making that project? Because obviously y'all did every song together, and
Yeah,
what went
yeah.
into that, man?
So for those who haven't seen his episode, we've known each other for a while. I was friends with his big brother back in high school days, and I believe even middle school. And yeah, so we did music. We did probably like one song together before we did this project, and it was probably like I want to say 1 or 2 years before this project. And we both were just in a space where we knew we had it in us, but we weren't being consistent. We were doubting ourselves, and you know all those negative words, fear, doubt, all that stuff. And he started releasing music again because he had stopped for a while, and I took notice of that, and I was like, "Hey, bro, man, keep it up, man. It's good to see you out there." And then he hit me up, and he was like, "Bro, we still got to do that project we talked about because 2 years before he started releasing music again, we talked about doing a project, but never got around to it." You know, the industry talk. You always say, "Yeah, we gonna do it. Let's do it. Let's do it," and it never goes through. But he doubled back, and I was in the right space, and he at the right time, and it was God's timing. It's always God's timing, and he was in the same space, and we connected, and we like best friends right now.
That's dope.
Yeah, we talk every single day, and we went to work on that project, so it just came really easy, man. It was really easy. It was actually more easier than I thought it was doing this project with him because as he said before, his style of rap is a little bit different, and his content is a little different from mine, but we met in the middle. So yeah,
And
I don't even know what kind of content I do. I just I'm like I'm just like a J. Cole rapper. It's like
hey, bro.
if you say what kind of rapper is J. Cole, like what kind of rapper is J. Cole, right?
Yeah, you never know what he's gonna come out with. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Yeah.
He flew in from Atlanta down to where you're at, right? To
Yeah. He flew into Atlanta, and we did some stuff in the studio. If you go on my Instagram for anybody watching this, Nack Daniels, if you go on there, you can see some footage from the sessions that we had. Yeah. That was that was an awesome 2 nights. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. Creative.
the whole thing in 2 nights.
Yeah. Well, we recorded the whole thing. We wrote it before we got
Right.
there, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. We wrote it before we got there, but we recorded actually we recorded in one night and we mixed in the next night.
Okay.
Yeah. We mixed it in the next night. Yeah. But yeah, we recorded it in one night. Yeah. Now you're making me think. Hold up. Wow. I think we got a 10-hour block
Dang.
to record. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I like to do it, man. Yeah.
Yeah, 10-hour block. Yeah.
Yes,
And
man.
knocked it out. Yeah. That was
Man.
that was awesome.
and we got what five? We got 5 songs on the EP. It's
Yeah.
we got Invincible, Stay True, Voices, Mirrors, and Dreams. Out of those
Yep.
five, which one is your favorite out of those 5?
Stay true to yourself. Stay
Okay.
true to yourself. And it's funny because I'm gonna be real. That song, right in that verse, I shed a couple tears right in that verse.
Man,
To be honest, yeah. I shed a couple tears right in that verse. And yeah, I just dug deep on that one and on the hook on that one. And yeah, Rio just bodied it. But I forgot what I was gonna say. But yeah, it's funny because that song streamed very well, and we didn't even release it as a single. So I know it resonated with some people, man. I know it. I know it did because it when we looked at it, it was like, wow, Stay True is really doing well, and we never, did a push or anything. I don't even think I did content for that song, and
man.
it's doing really well. Yeah, it's actually I think it was our best performing song on Apple Music, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it was our best performance song. Like when you do the Apple version of Wrap Up, it was like our best performance song. Yeah, that one is I really love that song. I wouldn't mind doing a video to that one. Yeah, but yeah, that's my favorite.
I already told him I would shoot Invincible myself.
Yeah,
But
yeah. He told me that too.
he
He
told
told
me
me
this.
that too.
I'm
I love it, but I want to say was Invincible the first song I wrote for the project?
oh, okay.
Oh no, it's the first song on the project. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, definitely that's the first. But I
yeah. Yep.
think was it the first song we wrote? I think it might have been the first song I wrote.
Man.
I think so. I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Now I gotta yeah. It's all a
Yeah.
blur now. My memory's
Definitely
bad. So
push that song.
yeah.
I'm telling people about that song, bro.
Man, I appreciate that, man.
It's just one of the
Yeah,
ones
well,
that stuck with me,
we
bro.
were supposed to shoot a we were supposed to shoot a video for that song. We was definitely supposed to shoot a video for that song. Yeah, we had like a little treatment to it. But it's just a little challenging being in 2 different states. That's the only thing. So
Absolutely.
we gotta figure that out. I've seen people try to work it out where, they'll shoot their part and where they're at and not shooting them. Yeah, that's what you do?
Sometimes, yeah. Yeah. Yep.
You shoot where you at and I'm just gonna connect the video, right?
Yep. If I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a worst come to worst type of thing. But yeah, I've done it
Yeah.
recently. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Which video did you do it for?
The one actually we got coming out, I got one with Big Breeze again, another song with Big
Oh, okay.
Breeze. And the funny thing is, I went out to Atlanta in October, and I shot with A3, which the one I'm dropping tomorrow.
Nice. You dropping one tomorrow, okay.
Yeah, I shot one with Zay. I shot one with Bryson Gray, and then
Oh,
Breeze. Me and Breeze were supposed to link up, but he actually had his baby the morning of. Like, they had their baby.
whoa.
Yeah, they had their baby that morning. So I was like, bro, don't even worry about it. Like,
You already know.
I get it. I got 3. I get it. But he
Unless you want to come
shoot.
out.
Hell, they're trying to shoot.
You know how you was gonna have to make that happen if he really was about it? He would have had to walk down into the parking lot of the hospital parking lot. You would have had to knock it out and then he go right back to his room. But I know you being polite and being kind. You said, "No, I can't do that."
So,
I wouldn't have did it either.
Chris Elijah, who shot the one with me and A3 for me, he instantly linked up with Breeze that following Monday. Like 4 days later, and it sent me the footage. So yeah, it's all good. I got it.
Oh, so yeah, you still got it.
I still got it. So
Yeah, so you
gotta
good.
be
You good. He got it done. Yeah, you don't need his people, his wife or girlfriend, whoever it is, getting mad at you.
Ooh, maybe do that. Not at all. That's my wife would. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. And you got how many? How many?
Yeah,
kids you got?
two boys, Elliot and Oliver. Elliot, he was born a day after me. He was born New Year's Eve, December 31st. I got a birthday coming up, December 30th.
Man.
And he's gonna turn 7 the end of this year. And my now 5-year-old, he is he's born 2 days before my wife, so we're all paired up.
Wow, man. Yeah, I got a 6 now, so I relate to you there. So yeah, obviously my son who just turned 2. So yeah.
Oh man, yeah, I remember, yeah, man, that's your son. Your family is beautiful, but your kids are, yeah, man, beautiful, man.
Yeah, I got my daughter will be 8 in February. So
Wow,
man, it's flying by, bro. Flying by.
it
So you
is.
understand? I'm sure you know.
Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know. Pray, pray for these kids, man. Well,
Yeah, man.
the second one was a surprise, but the first one we definitely prayed for. Yeah, the first one we prayed for, yeah. Because my wife, she had two miscarriages before we had our first son. Yeah, two miscarriages, and that was tough. But we prayed. My mom prayed for us, and yeah. It's funny because before we had kids, period, it seemed like a bunch of people was prophesying that we were gonna have twins,
Mm.
but no, we didn't have twins, but we definitely had two boys that are like close in age and even close in height. So maybe that was probably part of the prophecy. Maybe it was. Basically, people were saying you're gonna have two kids. Basically, maybe that was what it was. I don't know.
Yeah, my
Yeah.
wife has twins all throughout her family. She has twin sisters, younger sisters that are twins, and then she has like on her mom's side, there's some twins over there. Then my grandma was a twin, so I'm like, oh man, I already,
Oh man. Oh man.
yeah,
Twins, I can't imagine twins, man. Twins gotta be a challenge. But I'm
absolutely,
sure it's a blessing. But I know it's a challenge. But yeah, man, I love my boys, and I know you love your kids.
absolutely, man. Yeah, I
Yeah,
try
they
to.
hell,
You can see in the content, I try to include them like with stuff that I do, and you'll
yeah,
go to the events. They'll come to the video shoots, and then if they're not in the main video, then we'll do like a lyric video, like something on the side or some content on the side.
Yeah.
And so like they're included in everything I do, and they'll be in the back seat. Like if I played Invincible in the car, they are like they could sing that. They just memorize lyrics. They're like a human jukebox. It's crazy. I've never seen that. They can hear a song one or two times and know all the words, and I'm just like, I can't even do that. Like I can't even remember my own lyrics sometimes. Like they know they learn songs so fast, it's crazy. So that's why if you look at the counting me out like lyric video, my daughter's in there doing her
Yeah.
I'm just like looking at it like you going. This is your video now. This ain't even my video no more.
man, that's real life though. But you showing your real self in your real life, and it's genuine and it's
Yes.
authentic. So that's one thing I talk to Rio about all the time, like getting to know your audience. Like I know, I want to say his audience too, but my audience for sure is a lot of male and the age between like the 20s and 30s, and people like that, and that probably are Christian. They're probably married with kids, so people will relate to that the more you show it. So keep showing it, man, because I don't know who your audience is, but if they are like that, they're people like me, because I love your music. I would like to see that. I like to see family and stuff. We want to see that. Yeah, man. It's motivation, That's motivation. That's what we need in just the Christian space. Yeah. That good, authentic nuclear family.
Yeah, and they'll come with me on stage and everything. I hand them a microphone if it's like on the praises song or something. Like they'll sing it, and then I'll take the mic back and do my part. Like, oh, this is.
Man, that's fire.
I feel like there's no, coming from the secular world. I used to feel like this pressure. Like, man, I hope I do well. I hope nothing messes up. But like with this, like, it's not that I don't take it serious. It's just like it's more family oriented, I guess. So it's I want like I don't care if it messes up. It's like hey, it's there are
Yeah.
those things where I just want them to be a part of it, man. I just want them to have these memories. Like of course when they get older, and
Yeah.
they were actually supposed to go with me to the Atlanta trip, but my wife had to stay back and watch our niece and nephew. So
Oh.
I
So
want
have they ever been to Atlanta before? You ever brought them to Atlanta?
no,
No.
they've never been. No,
Oh man.
I don't even think they know what Atlanta is. Yeah. We've been to Panama City, Florida the past what, 3 years now or four?
Oh yeah?
4 years. Yeah. We made that like our family like vacation now. So every summer, I think this is our fourth year going, I think.
Mhm.
And so yeah, it had to be because my son is 2 now. So yeah. So we've done this 4 years. It started off as me and my wife's anniversary deal, but we didn't want to leave them behind. So we took them
Yeah.
and then I remember one of the years, the second year, I guess, was when we announced that we were having my son, and then of course he went the past 2 years. So yeah, every year we make that. I think it's like a 12, 13 hour drive to Panama,
Yeah.
and we do that every summer. Yeah.
Oh, did you drive to Atlanta too?
Yep.
From
Solo.
Texas, right?
Solo. Yep.
Oh, solo. Whoa. And how many hours? How many hours is that?
It's about 13 too. Yeah. So
Oh man. I know the 13 life because my mom's side of the family is a 13-hour road trip life because my mom's side of the family and my grandfather lives in Tennessee, Knoxville, Tennessee. So I know about that drive all the time from the bottom of Miami all the way to Knoxville, Tennessee. But it's a drive and I'm over it. We put me on a flight. I'm over it, man. That road is crazy.
I think the good thing for me when it comes to driving, I like it because it gives me a chance to write. It gives me a chance to like just
Oh, you right while you drive.
yeah, I can write while I'm driving. I zone out and I listen to everything from beats to music to podcasts to the Bible. Like I listen to everything
Yeah,
while
I
I'm on
like
the
that
road.
too. And
Yeah,
and
that's what I do.
that's what I started doing. I started listening to podcasts
Mhm.
while driving because I realized sometimes music, like, cause I like to drive at night, when the roads
Me
are
too,
clear.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yes.
like to drive at night, but sometimes I might get a little sleepy, but for some reason, when I listen to a podcast, my mind just doesn't get as sleepy or I don't get as bored, I guess. I don't know if I'm just engaged in the conversation or what, but yeah, I like driving. I like listening to podcasts while I drive. I never really tried writing though. I guess because I always have a car full of people and they're all knocked out
That's
drooling.
true. That's the thing. That's for
Yeah.
now that we moved to Temple now, which is like an hour where I used to live. I used to write all the time in the car. Like that's most of the songs I wrote were either in the car or the
Best
driving.
songs are the car songs. I wrote
I'm telling you.
Invincible in the whole project. Everything you hear in the project was written in the car. I sat in the car, at my part at least.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Rio's part too. But my part, yeah, on the project, written in the car. The
They
best.
think they think I'm crazy, bro. Whenever I did the God's Hands video, I left like around I think it was like 1 or 2 in the morning, and I just shot out there straight, and then I closed.
Mhm.
I passed out when I got to the room. Just that was it for that day. But
Yeah.
the next day we shot the God's Hands video, and I went back that night. Like went up there, stayed, went straight back. Yeah, yeah,
That's fire.
straight.
That's fire, bro.
They thought I asked
That's
them out there. So I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
but out. They're like, where you going? I said Texas. They said, huh? I was like, yeah, dude.
Texas.
I was like, yeah, I'm going back tonight. They're like, right now, it was like 9 o'clock at night, like after shooting a video and,
so you don't have to
yeah,
take a nap before you hit that road?
nah, man, I be, my body, my body, my body hates me because I'd be so caffeined out. Like, oh, my body hates me. Yo,
Oh,
I gotta recover.
you juice up. You don't do it sober.
I gotta
You
use it
juice
to
up.
start. I gotta repeat for 3 days afterwards. Yeah.
But don't you have to like use the bathroom a lot when you drink all that stuff?
Yes.
I'm
Absolutely.
sure.
Yes.
I'm
Me.
sure. I that's one thing I don't do. I don't drink too much while I'm on the road, and I'm not a caffeine drinker, but I know me, my weak bladder. I already know.
Oh yeah, bro. I'm telling you, it's bad. And I'm trying to kick that. Like I'm in the process going into 2025. That's one of the things that I'm trying to kick is caffeine and soda even. Like even soda, I just want to get back to drinking water and
Yeah.
working out consistently. Like I was doing really well for a long time and then I kind of fell off. And once you know how it is, once you fall off, it's hard to get back on. You just gotta literally lock back in.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I gotta come to Texas and check you out.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen.
And I'll
I'm definitely going to Atlanta next year.
Hey, we can link up out there too. Either out there or I'll fly or come out to Miami, bro. I've always wanted to go down there anyway. I know Panama's easy to get to. Then Miami, you got to go down. You got to go way down. It's like a whole nother 8 or 10 hours away.
Yeah, man. We it takes about 8 hours just to get to like Panama. I mean like Tallahassee and all that. I hate being at the bottom, man. I hate being at the bottom, but yeah, one of these days I might get up out of here. We'll see.
It's something
We'll see.
about these big states, bro. It's hard to get out of. It takes 6 hours just to get out of Texas,
I
and then
know.
the rest of the way is that you go through, a bunch of different states like quickly. But like getting out of Texas is like the longest part. I'm sure getting out of Florida obviously is the hardest part to
Takes
do.
forever, bro. It takes forever, but at least you're surrounded by states, so you could just go left, go up, go right,
Right.
and get to different states. We only could just go up and get to Georgia or Alabama or Mississippi. And I mean, we can go, yeah, that's it. That's it. That's the only part. But we make it work, man. We make it work.
Absolutely. And
Yep.
how long have you been doing music as a whole or as CHH music?
Music as a whole, I want to say since I was in middle school, and that was a long time ago. Well, recording music since high school, like I recorded a little bit in my freshman year, but most of my recordings was secular music in high school, and I'm a old fart, so that was years ago. But Christian music, I want to say, so I gave my life to Christ in 2010, started doing Christian music 2011.
Okay.
But taking it serious, like actually putting out solo bodies of work and stuff, I want to say like 2013, 2014.
Okay.
I started really trying to take it serious, yeah. But from then on to now, I was never consistent. Never consistent. I would I think it's because in the world I really wanted to be the biggest rapper,
Right.
we all have that dream, be the best rapper and all that stuff. But when I started doing music for the Lord, I never really had that desire to be like famous and the best artists and stuff. I mean, yeah, I want to get posted on all the websites, yeah. But I think my main focus was I just wanted to be heard. And who hears it? I mean, who God allows to hear it, then I was happy with it. But now I feel like I really want this gift to go further, and with the help of Rio and us getting together and actually understanding just the Christian hip hop side of things and the Christian hip hop industry, and chopping it up all the time about just marketing and networking and all that stuff. I have more zeal for it now, and I'm more excited about it and excited to do music more, put music out, see the reception, do the videos, do the content, the content creation. It's just I have a newfound love for it in this past year and a half, and it's also for sure with the help of Rio and us getting together and really game planning it and encouraging each other. So yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So
I tell people all the time, man, because I did secular music for 13, 14 years. So, been so I always tell people this is year one. This is year one all over again. That fire, like you call it, that zeal. I got that fire lit again. Like I never thought I would ever go back to Atlanta, man. After going all the secular times, like I went like 3 or 4 times when I was there. And obviously it was for those reasons. And I never thought I would go back, but now I've gone back twice, literally in the past, 6 months now. But I went twice this year, and yeah, man, just that fire is back, and I feel like that kid again is just coming into music. That excitement is there. Like I reached out to all these people. I've met so many people this year, including yourself, Rio, amongst a lot of others, and so, sir. I know the year's coming to an end, so now you kind of start to reflect on everything that happened this past year, and it's just like, man, because sometimes I feel like, man, did I really do anything this year? Like, did I, but then when you sit and think about it, I'm like, man, like, I didn't even know half these people at the beginning of the year. Like, I was just starting back in. So, man, yeah, this year has been a blessing, man. It's been an amazing year. But I can't wait to see what next year, what next year holds.
Do you feel like you put out as much music as you wanted to put out this year?
No, but I have enough like in the tank. So like as you see now, it's starting to kind of roll out a little bit. Like I've dropped the past 4 weeks. Like I mean every 2 weeks. So like every 2 weeks I'm trying to drop. So did I put out? Did I put out? No, but did I make? Yes, I created. Yeah.
So I didn't do either. I didn't make as much as I wanted to make, and I didn't put out as much as I wanted to put out. But what we did put out was effective, and that's what encourages me about this year. Because the plan, I don't even want to say what the plan is. I'd rather just use that same plan and do it for next year. But the plan that me and Rio had was a nasty one if we would have stuck to it. But I don't think God wanted us to stick to it, because that's the reason we probably didn't. We probably I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I'm not gonna put it on God, but maybe it was just us procrastinating and being distracted. But I don't know. I feel like everything happens for a reason. So, but
100%.
yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. But we definitely had a plan to put out a whole lot of music this year. But it worked out. It worked out. So next year I definitely have a plan to put out like you say every 2 weeks at least, or twice a month. Twice a month. Yeah, twice a month at least. And that comes with singles and features and collabs and everything. But yeah, all that. And it's crazy how that's what it takes these days too. But I'm doing it because I just love to do music. But it seems like that's crazy how that's what it takes to.
Yes.
I mean, there's so many rappers in the game.
Yeah.
I still feel like it may seem like a lot of Christian hip hop artists in the game, but it's not really. Like you see the same names all the time. There'll be some new names that pop up, but maybe they're like me and you, where they pop up for a minute or and didn't then get discouraged, or maybe they even fall away from the faith and we don't even know. But
Ooh, that's a big one.
yeah, maybe they even fall away from the faith, and that's why you don't see them anymore, and that keeps them from being consistent. But yeah, I feel like this market is still very small, even though it's getting bigger, and we can make an impact. We can definitely make an impact. I think so.
What is something that I know you talked about your plan. What is something that you want to get better at? Like, is it content creation? I know for me, I struggle with the original content, like not from, like I can take from a video that I drop and post it, but like creating like original content and posting it, like I've always struggled with that just because, man, life be getting like, how lighter, or especially with a family and kids and work, a job, and
Yeah,
it's very hard to stay consistent. So my plan is always to try to stay ahead. Like if I have a song
that's what I want to do.
scheduled out like in January, it's like, okay, I need to start planning for that now. That way, when the time comes, it's ready to go. I'm not like, man, I gotta do something today, because that's just when it gets like super stressful and enjoyable. At that point, it becomes more like work. I don't love it to feel like work.
I probably want to get better at being not afraid to collab more, and
Ooh.
also not fearing to be rejected, because I feel like my fear of rejection keeps me from reaching out to collab. So I think I need to get better at just collabing more and not being like just getting mad if I get rejected,
Bro.
because there's people I would love to do music with, but I would never ask them because I'm so fearful that they're gonna say no, and I'm already saying they're gonna say no, but I don't even know if they're gonna say no or not. Like look at Forrest Frank. He said, well, I don't know if it's true or not. He could be capping, but I doubt it. I doubt he gonna cap on live air. I mean on live, but he said that he reached out to Hovey, and that's how they collabed, and that's what catapulted his career, like just a DM. So look how that happened. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I gotta get out of that. Yeah,
All right. I reach out to everybody.
you reach out with no problem,
And
you're great at it.
And I reach out to everybody. Like people be asking me like even with the podcast, they're like, man, how'd you get such and such on the podcast? I'm like, I reached out, and so
Chris Broussard. When I saw that, I was like, Chris Broussard.
and he was the first guest, so you already know how I was feeling then. Like, man,
You were the first guest you ever had?
Yep, first guest I ever had. Yep, first episode.
What
Yep.
put it on your heart to reach out to him first and make him the first?
Well, I had reached out to, because at the beginning it was Faith in Football. There wasn't Stay Focused podcast. It was just Faith in Football. So I was reaching out to like athletes and analysts.
You love football, okay?
Yeah, so it was like I was going to interview Christian athletes about their career and their faith. And so so it was rejection, or
of course,
wherever, like you said. And then I remember, bro, like that night, it was like a year ago. I think it was like the beginning of October, maybe the end of September of last year. And I was going to scratch the whole idea. I wasn't even going to do podcasts no more. I was like, man, forget it. It's too hard. I thought it was going to be easy to get people
on.
Yeah, I thought people would be willing to do it, and it wasn't like that. I spent so many hours like sending out emails, and I remember I got the email from him, and he was like, yeah, can we schedule it? And it was like October 21st, which was like 3 weeks later. And I was like, girl, like whatever you need. And yeah, man, it was just a blessing, because
that's amazing. That's amazing, man.
without him responding, bro, I would not be here because I would have probably given up, and I would have probably just let that podcast dream go and just focus back solely on music. I'm still focused on music, but
And
solely on music.
did the question ever come up to him revealing why he just accepted, like, or did you ever ask him, like, you know, I'm surprised you accepted, man. What made you even do this? Like, I don't know.
I just told him how much I appreciated it, you know.
And he just said, man, I'm in. That's
Yeah,
what's up, man.
basically.
That's
And
what's up.
I've seen him do other podcasts too. So I'm like, okay, maybe
Yeah, he's open. Yeah, you saw that he was open.
yeah.
And some people are open, man. Some people just like to, I don't know, they like to, for lack of better words, communicate, talk, and just, they like it. I don't know.
Especially
What's up?
in our lane when we're talking about Christ and we're talking about stuff like that. I think people want to share that. So if they can to share
Because he
it on
probably doesn't get to as much as he wants to.
right.
And whenever the opportunity comes, yeah.
Well, it's the same with
So,
coaches though. Like I've reached out to big artists. I've reached out to like mid tier or like lower tier. I've reached out to
so what Lecrae told you?
I'm, I didn't get no response from him. Okay.
Oh, but you reached out.
Yeah, I reached out to everybody. Literally,
Uncle Tyler, man, reached out to Crayola, said, hey, you gotta shoot your shot, man.
yeah, shoot the shot, bro. Because people got to realize where I came from. I came from secular, so I was getting features with like Kevin Gates, like all the still. So it's like to me, I'm used to shooting, like talking with people and saying, "Hey, like I would love to work, man. What do you need to make it happen? Like what do you need budget wise or whatever? Like how can we do this? I have a record already either already ready or I would love to cook one up." And still like even with the 1K few thing, man, like I had reached out because I knew I wanted to do a big record for CHH. And I was like, man, who can I? And I was reaching out to different people, and they were willing to work. So I was like, man, let's do it. And I had cooked up something especially for him, like with C Walker. So we made that beat, boom, sent it to him like with the concept. I already sent him the concept and everything. So all he had to do is record it and make it his own, obviously. But I try to make the process very easy, and I'm always reaching out, bro. Like always.
Wow.
Which like they're tired of me. They fucking tired of
And
me.
then, like, who was this Tyler J music keep hitting me up?
Probably so. Probably so.
Who is
Probably
this?
so.
Who is it?
Yeah.
But they saying you now, man. You getting posted on some good sites, man. I be seeing you, man.
I'm trying.
That's what's up, bro.
Just gotta stay consistent. I think consistency is something I wanted to get better at, and I did
All of us, man. All of
really get
us.
better at this year. Well, I've said it before, man. Like I used to be the type I would record a song and put it out, record a song, put it out, but I didn't have anything ready to go. Like I didn't have like stuff ready in the tank. And then so like if a song was put out, I'm promoting that song, but now I don't have nothing else. So now I'm trying to like stack up on a lot of stuff.
And have it all, that's what I want to do. Have it stacked up, already
Yes.
uploaded, already everything prepared to go. So God forbid, if anything ever happened to me, these songs are gonna be popping up. You're gonna be like, is this a ghost?
Man, bro.
This song's just dropping in December, dropping in 2026. You like, where is these songs coming from? They already uploaded, ready to go.
And I'm the opposite of a lot of people. A lot of people, I don't know how they do it, but a lot of people they do a lot of solo songs. I'm a master collaborator. Like I love like grabbing, like I'll grab you from Florida and grab somebody from the West Coast and be like, hey, y'all would sound good together. I'll be in the middle, boom, and make a record. And like, I love doing that. Like with the God's Hand song, even the song like Rio and TJ that we got coming out soon.
Oh, I can't wait to hit. Did he send me that one? I don't know. I think I heard this. I think I heard a sneak peek. Whatever he sent me,
So
and I think that was a song. It sounded hard. It sounded hard.
they're both from Florida, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Florida
like
boys, man. You got them Florida boys on it. There we go.
I love doing it, man. I love it. So anytime I'm putting out something, I'm always working on the next one. I'm always something new. Yeah, my wheels are always turning. Even at work, I'll be thinking about like the song. I'm not focused on what I'm doing. I'm just like focused on like, man, what can I do next?
So far, who's your favorite feature to do on with? That's
Ooh.
I guess a bigger name artist, because you've done a few with a bigger name artist.
So I say right now my favorite verse that I've gotten is from Mission.
Mission. Okay.
It's not out yet, but my favorite verse that I've gotten so far is from Mission. Yeah, it's I got a song coming with him and Bryson and my friend Jose from out here. Um, it's the Time to Go to War remix, and we're gonna
Oh, that's hard.
probably in January, probably at the end of January. But yeah, that verse for sure is my favorite. I don't know, something about it that really stuck out to me. As far as hooks, I guess the one I have really coming soon with Jimmy Moore and Dion, man, another Florida guy.
I'm not sure who they are, but those are they up there yet or not? Not really, right?
Dion's doing pretty well, man. He's got that new song check
That sounds
with
familiar.
KB.
Yeah, Dion sound familiar. Not
Yeah,
not the other name, Jay Moore. You said Jay Moore?
Jimmy Moore. Yeah, he's a
Jimmy Moore.
yeah,
Oh,
he's a
okay.
singer.
But Dion sound familiar. How does he spell it? Just Dion by itself or with a 3?
Yeah, Deon. That's it.
Okay, just Dion. I feel like I've seen that name before. I gotta check him out.
He got some nice songs. But yeah, he's from out there too. So man, Florida's a mosh pit for CHH artists. I know.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Just music in general.
Yeah, music in general.
Music in general, man. Yeah. Florida, man. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on, man. Finally. I mean, Georgia had it for a long time. New York, the West Coast. Florida got to get even St. Louis. Florida got to get some love, man. Finally. If it always felt like we were like the stepchild in music for a while.
Right.
It felt like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was because of the bass music we used to make back in the 90s or what, but we were, or I don't know. We used to have just this stigma on us, but yeah, we're doing much better. We're doing much better.
Hey,
Yeah.
I gotta flip the interview back on you. So if you
Yeah, flip it back on me. Flip it back on me.
if you had a choice of all the artists in the CHA space, who would your artist be that you would love to work with, or artists multiple? Who would you like to work with in the future?
In the future, I'm gonna say Lecrae. The first thing that came to my mind was somebody that I actually worked with, but just didn't never put the song out because I didn't like the beat. That's Mouthpiece, my favorite Christian hip hop rapper. You know who that is?
I'll take.
Oh man, that hurts my heart. It don't hurt my heart because you know what it is, know who he is. It hurts my heart that he doesn't get the recognition that he needs to get. And and he's somebody you need to interview. I'm not even gonna hold you.
Okay.
I'm gonna talk to Mouthpiece. I'm gonna link you up with him. As soon as you hear his music,
Mouthpiece with a 3? Okay.
yes. Listen to that Project Lazarus. As soon as you hear it, I guarantee you're gonna want to interview him. I guarantee you're gonna want to interview.
Most definitely.
I guarantee you're gonna want to interview him. But he's been in the game for a while. My first time hearing him was on Canton Jones' project called Kingdom Business. He had a verse on there, and I was like, "Dang, who is?" And this was before I was in the world. I mean, not in the world. This was before I was a Christian, like devout Christian. But listening to that verse, I was still in the world, and I was like, "Man, this man's spitting on this." But that's another story. I don't want to jump off topic, but yeah, I say Lecrae because he's the first. My bad. I say Lecrae because he's the first Christian hip hop artist I really started really listening to, and the first Christian hip hop album I ever purchased was a Gravity. Not Gravity. I'm tripping. Not Gravity. Rehab.
Yeah,
Rehab.
Rehab was the first that had background on it, right?
Yeah, that had background on it. Yeah, and then and then the Rehab Unloaded.
I'll never forget that song, bro.
Reloaded, I think. Rehab Reloaded, one of those. Yeah, I did. I love both of those projects, and yeah, he was the first person that really showed me that Christian hip hop is really a thing.
Yeah, bro.
Like it's for real, for real. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a joke. Because when I left the world, and I was like, I'm gonna do Christian hip hop, but I don't know. Like, is it really something out there, or you know? But I started to see how many artists there were, and I got to know the artists, and I was like, wow, this is actually a real industry. And I got excited, and listening to Lecrae got me excited. Yeah, got me excited to do Christian hip hop music, and it showed me how to do Christian hip hop music that sound good and it didn't sound corny,
bro. Yeah.
Because we already know that stigma that we used to have. I don't think we have it anymore. I think we finally got off of it.
Yeah.
I think we finally got away from the corny the corniness, especially now that the guy Rodney Jerkins started a label and he signed John Keith and Alex Faith and stuff. Yeah, so we're finally getting the recognition we deserve.
Man.
Finally.
So imagine me coming. I came in this year. I didn't know anything, bro. Like I knew Lecrae, and I knew like maybe a couple songs, like, but literally, like I knew I'll find you. I knew background, and I knew one of his other songs that I just happened to listen to, but like I didn't know no CHH artist. Like I literally did not know. So you can imagine me. This whole year was like me just diving deep into this catalog, bro. Like KB, Caleb Gordon. Like I didn't know none of these guys, bro. Like
No,
I felt
like how long you been doing Christian hip hop?
1 year.
Really?
1 year. Yeah, bro.
Hey man, shout out to you, bro. You making some noise for 1 year, bro.
1 year, bro. I'm telling you, I didn't know nothing, bro. So when I interviewed
Yeah, so of course you don't know Mouthpiece of course you don't know Mouthpiece. Because he really hasn't really been putting anything out in this past year other than this new project. So yeah, that makes sense.
yeah, see. So I interviewed Spiritual Lemonade, who does like reactions to CHH, and I was like, who do you listen to? So he like put me on a lot of people. He even put me on A3, who I end up working with, and now I'm just with him tomorrow. So like all right, so once I hear it, I'm like, okay, I could work with that person. I want to work with everybody. Like I literally one of my things is especially now, I would love to work with everybody at least once, like no matter what, and just see where it goes. Like if it's just like a one and done thing, that's cool. But if it's something like me and you, I feel like we have a long
Absolute
road ahead. So like I feel like those type of relationships will form. Like I got 4 songs with Breeze now, like, so I got Breeze that are coming. Yeah, so
that's
like,
hard.
you find those people that are just like
You connect with,
yeah, you just
and you before you know it, you got a whole EP with them because the making music comes off so easily. And yeah, that's how it was with me and Rio, man. Like once we really started going, once we got one out of actually the first one we did, I'll take that back. The first one we did was a song we didn't record it, but the first one we wrote, we didn't. It just came so easily, but we never put that on the project. But once we knew we can get one, then it just started flowing, and he was sending beats. I was sending a few beats, but he really he got the ear for the beat, so he really picked out most of the beats for the project. But once it got going, bro, next thing you know, we got more than enough songs, and we got to figure out which songs we want to keep. But it came off. It was definitely easy, and it's a blessing. But yeah, I know that feeling. I know that feeling. I feel like we're gonna do the same thing for sure, bro. I feel like we got some stuff in the works.
Yeah.
Especially
I'm like you, bro. I got a plan for 2025 too, and it's like you. I don't want to say too much because you never know how things are gonna work out. Well, God really.
Yeah.
We have our plans, but God has His plans. So if our plans don't align, then my plans not gonna work out anyway. So
yeah.
So I do have goals for next year. And I would love to link up with more people. I've already started reaching out. I've called it. I've got like a batch of records that I'm rolling out right now. I'm trying to work on the second batch right now, it's yourself. So just keep this under. Oh man, I don't want to stop because I feel like once you stop, you get it's hard to get back in that mode again. I just want to stay constantly in that mode. Like I don't want to stop. And even with the podcast, like I stopped. Before I dropped Rio's episode, I think I had stopped for I had to go back and look, but I know for sure it was like a couple months. I didn't drop a single episode.
Okay.
And it was just because, man, you get discouraged, man. And once you fall off, it's kind of hard to get back on it. But then there's a brother from out here in Waco, Texas, that he wanted, or we did his. I met him and I was like, man, I would love to talk with you more. And it really is. And then I had somebody else reach out to me and say, man, I would love to share my testimony. I was like, hey, come on. Yeah. So I did theirs, and then slowly started getting back on. Then I have obviously Project Pat and Holy Cabana and people like that. Yeah. So it's like, man, okay. This is what
awesome individuals on that podcast, bro.
You just gotta keep going, bro.
My thing is wearing too many hats and just saying yes too much. I gotta learn how to say no. Like saying yes to every single thing. Like stop it, Nat. Stop it. Stop it. I'm about to call myself my government name. Stop it, Nick, because you know my real name is Nicholas. Yeah. But I'm about to say, stop it, Nick. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop saying yes. Just say no. And yeah, but too many hats, you know. That's my issue. Cause I'm a youth pastor at my church. That's not something I ever say no to. But I'm a youth pastor at my church, husband, uh a union rep at my job this year that I'm letting that go.
Man.
Getting that out of here. That's tough. Just trying to represent the carriers. I said I work at the post office. I work at the post office. I don't think I said that on camera, but I work at the post office. Yeah, but yeah, just being a union rep for them. But just saying yes to that, like I take on too many hats. So I want to simplify myself, simplify everything this upcoming year, take on less tasks and focus more on music, family, and church this year. That's what I want to focus on. Music, family, not in that order. Family, church, music. But definitely want to lock in, focus on all three of those things this year. And I feel like I can really execute more than everything else I say yes to. All the other distractions and stuff. Because I only can think about so much in his head, bro. It's only so much capacity in his head. So when I take on too much stuff, that's how I get distracted. And then to get away from that stuff, I just get to scrolling on my phone, trying to find a funny video to look at. Because you just want to get away from all that stuff. Yeah.
That's why though I be telling my wife, man, because she works as well and she loves what she does. She's a X-ray tech, so she loves her job. I'm like, see, you get to go to work and you get to turn it off when you get home. You get to call it.
Oh, that's it.
It's over. That's it. With us, it's like you be laying down in bed trying to go to sleep and you think of something and you toss it and turn it. You got to get up and write it down, or man, it's never ending. And it's not that I don't like it. I love this, but sometimes like it's stressful. And the job that I do now is just to support what I love to do.
Yeah. I can easily be jealous of the person that just goes to work, goes home and watch Netflix and they're happy with life. I could be jealous of that person. Like that's all you do. You just go home.
If I didn't do this, that's what I would be doing too. But that's what I'd be doing, bro. Yep.
Like they don't rap. They might go to church, but they don't do anything to church. They just sit there. I mean, sit in the back, get the word, and go home.
Right.
But me, I can be jealous of that person, but I'm not. God gave me all of this stuff, put all this stuff in front of me for a reason. So
yeah, bro.
I'm definitely grateful. I'm grateful.
What was Nicholas like, man? What was what was little Nicky like? Growing up. What was Nick?
Hey man, Nicholas was a kid, a guy, a young man who was scared of jail, so I never got in trouble.
Yeah.
Scared of jail, man. I never wanted to go to jail, so I always tried my best to do the right thing. But still was sinful, still fornicated, still cursed, still drank. I never smoked, but still just I was like, I don't know, who can I compare myself to? I was just a normal kid, but I grew up in a two-parent household who they raised me right.
Yeah.
So no, I wasn't out here, selling drugs. I don't have those horror stories, getting in gangs and stuff, because I was raised by parents that did not play that. Hard-working parents. But I still, was doing things that God wouldn't be happy about. And those things are the things I just said. But for the most part, yeah, that's who Nicholas was. Yeah, that's for the most part, yeah. Graduated high school but didn't go to college. Graduated high school but didn't go to college, so I'm not a college graduate. Got in the post office age 20 and been here ever since. But yeah.
And what led you to Christ? What was that moment for you where you're just like, man, you knew
hmm
everything and you came to Christ. What was that moment in your life?
So my mom started to go to church uh a lot, and she would drag me there while I was in high school, but I didn't really want to go. And once I moved out, my excuse for not going was that I worked on Sundays. So I was in the world doing music, doing worldly music. I had a group that I was with, and yeah, we were making some noise down here in South Florida. And but I always felt like, I- well, how can I say? So doing music in the world, I always felt like I wasn't truly being myself, or I didn't really find myself in what I was doing. So I don't know if I just always had something in me where I just knew I didn't want to be the rapper that goes to clubs every single, because I already didn't like clubbing like that. So
Bro.
so when I had to do like, I was rapping in strip clubs, I was rapping in big clubs in Miami and with my group and stuff, but I always felt like this is something I can't do every single night or whatever it takes to really be a secular rapper. So so that was always in me. And then finally I got the job at the post office. And of course we didn't work on Sundays. They work on Sundays now, but I never worked on Sunday. Yeah, that's thanks to Amazon taking over the world. But they work on Sundays now. But I finally got Sundays off, and I told my mom, if I get Sundays off, I'm gonna go to church. So I started going to church. So I would go to church, getting filled with the word. Directly after, still rapping in the world, I would go straight to the club and rap at a strip club. So I was in that great area.
Right.
And so while going to church, probably like a year or no, 2 years, because I started going in 2008. And then 2010, 2 years, the church had a baptism. And my mom said, "You're going to this baptism." And so I was like, I didn't really want to go because I'm still in the world. And I'm like, I don't want to go to no baptism. Why am I going in the water and getting dipped out? But we went. It was in Hollover Beach for anybody that's listening. Was it Hollover Beach? Yeah, Hollover Beach for anybody from Miami that's listening. Went to Hollover Beach. Didn't know what to expect. Got dipped in the water. Got risen back up. And it's like instantly I said, I'm letting the secular music go, or at least I'm gonna start to get rid of it. And that was the one thing I was really holding on to and keeping me in that gray area, because I was always like a pretty good kid.
Yeah.
You know, I may have drank, but I even stopped drinking because even before I got dipped in that water and taken back up, I stopped drinking because I had a situation where I got super drunk, blackout drunk, where I didn't remember anything. Went home, flooded my apartment, but didn't even know I flooded it. Woke up to the superintendent banging on the door and saying, "You flooded your apartment." And I'm like, "I did?" Because I was so tipsy. I walked to the door in the flood, and he said, "You flooded your apartment." And I'm looking like, "I did flood it?" I was like, I was gone. But yeah, and that cost me a bill. So I already stopped drinking, stopped fornicating, because I had a scare with a chick that I did not want to have a baby with, that was claiming that I had a baby with her. And I was like, "God, if you get me out of this one, I will wait till marriage." And he got me out of that one. And yeah, to be honest, no, that's a whole other story. We're probably gonna go over time with that one. But yeah, I'ma just say he got me out of that one. So I stopped fornicating, I was celibate, I stopped drinking, but I couldn't let the music go, man. The secular music, man, I was
Yeah.
starting to get recognition, starting to make noise. Even Rio may have said it in his podcast that he knew me from In the World because of the noise I was making. But I couldn't let the music go. But when I got baptized and dipped in that water and came back out, I finally said, I gotta let it go. And it was at a point where it was just about to break. So it's like that devil was just about to get me. And my friends were disappointed because they were rooting for me. Um, it was a whole campaign to get me to the next point because we all was rappers, but I was the guy. I was like the Nelly of the Saint Lunatics to get us in the door. But God said no. And then at that moment from 2010 when I got baptized, I just started, really taking it serious. Stop listening to secular music. Stop cursing. I just really, everything you do when you fresh, Yeah, so that's what happened. Yeah, 2010, and then I wasn't doing music at all. Well, I did a couple songs, but then I was like, I'm gonna just take a break. But then in 2011 is when I started to do Christian music. Thanks to my cousin who pushed me, and we started a group. Yeah, shout out to my cousin Blue.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, who pushed me. Yeah, so that's that story. It wasn't a horror story that pushed me there, but it definitely was a story that, yeah, I'm sure people can relate to. Yeah.
We got similar upbringings. Like I had a 2-parent household. Obviously, I talk about my dad all the time.
Yeah, man. God bless him, man, for real.
Yeah, bro. We talk about him all the time, man. I was a good kid. I always had good morals. Being a secular artist, I even tried to keep everything clean and positive, but it would always kind of sway. Like I would be doing good and it would sway. I'd pull it back, but it would sway. And
Yeah.
I just did an episode with King Legend, and he said it perfectly, bro. It's like, even when I was trying to keep it clean, it's like you can't mix darkness with light no matter how hard you try. So I'm sitting there
Yeah.
to bring light into darkness, but it didn't work. Like I was trying to navigate it, and I just didn't know how to. I was like you. I was like, I know there was a CHH space. Like I knew there was actually people who made Christian rap and stuff like that. But when I moved to Temple, which was 2 years ago, that's when I met the people that I know now, and that was like I was like you. I saw them, and I was like,
Yeah.
it's like right. This is like a whole new world. That's why I said it's crazy. Like I said earlier, I didn't know nobody, bro. Like I didn't know none of the whether you're a big artist or not, bro. I didn't know nothing. So it's like a whole new world. I had to like relearn everything and like deep dive and learn all about these people's past and watch interviews and testimonies. So they're all at the end of 2024. I feel like I know them now, but yeah, man, like coming into it, it was kind of like I'm the new guy all over again. Like I said, 0-1, even though I've been doing music for a long time. It's like, hey, I'm the new kid on the block again. So yeah, I don't mind that, but for me, it was hard to get used to being the new kid or the new guy. Not a kid really, but a new guy. And yeah, just being a fresh face, and they're fresh to me, I'm fresh to them. So it's like you said, who is this guy that's coming in here and trying to work? Like I don't even know who this is, and I'm just like, hey, listen, so I get it now. But yeah, so like that, I feel you on that. Like I feel you, where it's like you weren't necessarily a bad kid, but you just had to get right with God. Like you just
Had to get right with God, man. Get right with God. Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, people, I was never really, a bad kid. If I never became a Christian, people would still say, "Yeah, man, Nick, he good, man, he good." Like,
yeah.
my cousin used to tell me, because we was all a group of people in the world doing music, and girls would try to come and flirt with me, but I wasn't paying any attention. And my cousin would always say, the other boys would say, "Hey, man, Nick, just drop him off, or we pick him up." When he don't want him, take him. So he was the guy that just was like, man, yeah,
You're the driver.
exactly. Yeah, it wasn't. I never really was like, never really was like that. Yeah, yeah. If I had a girlfriend, I wouldn't cheat on them. Yeah, I was, I was raised, man. Shout out to my parents, man. It's all my parents raising me. That's if however I am to people, however they see that I am, it's because my parents raised me. They did a great job, bro. And I know your parents did a great job too. So yeah, did a great job.
About now, as
I just yeah. And that example, you had that example. Yeah.
Yes, bro. And now that we're elders, that's what we want to be for our kid. We want them to say that when they're our age, like, man, my parents did a good job, raising us. And man, that makes me emotional thinking about that, bro. With these, like cause you try so hard for them, and like you bust your butt, at your job and paying bills, and obviously they don't have a care in the world. They just want to play and have fun. And they don't have a care in the world, but you do your best to keep them out of trouble. You do your best to raise them right. And man, I tell people now, because we don't really get to go to church that much either, because I work weekends.
Oh, man. Oh, yeah.
So people will say stuff. I'm like, man, go ahead and ask my daughter a question. Go ahead, go ask especially my oldest, even my middle daughter. I'm like, ask them anything, and they'll know it, bro. I was like, they know more now than I did probably in my upper 20s. Like, it's so
Yeah.
pleasant to see, and like I don't really, cause I just read to them and I show them things, and they watch videos on YouTube, like kid Bible stuff, and
Yeah.
they play Bible games and stuff. Like, man, they just constantly learning. So the fact that it sticks with them, and like they're like, yeah, like the story with, like, it'll be some random story that like you don't really think of in the Bible, and I'm just like, whoa, how did you know that? And they're like, oh, we read it on our thing, and I'm just like,
They're learning. Yeah, there's a lot of content out there. My kids, they do homeschool actually, and they're doing yeah. Which program they use? My kids do a Becca
K-12.
K-12. I think I heard of K-12. So yeah, my kids they do a Becca, and a Becca they learn Bible and they learn scriptures. They're learning like script. I can't remember the scripture they learned, but I'm talking like they learn like 10 through 20, like word for word, and they can recite it. It's excellent. Becca is fire. I'm not gonna lie. Becca is fire. But yeah, my kids do home. So your kids do homeschool. That's what's up, bro.
Yep, they've always been homeschooled. Yep,
Always. So how many years has the 7-year-old, what grade is she in?
second.
Second grade? So she did first grade and kindergarten, or just first?
Yep, both of them. Yep.
First grade and kindergarten. Oh man, that's what's up. Hey, my wife loves you already, bro.
No, man.
Yeah, she liked that conversation, that homeschool conversation. That's a conversation right there.
Absolutely. And it was,
Yeah, I definitely gotta talk to you more about that.
we were debating on it for, because, man, it kind of crept up. I'm like, man, we should start school this year. And then we were kind of like, we didn't really know, because we don't know anybody that did homeschool. Like, we didn't have anybody telling us to do it or anything. We had people telling us not to do it, actually. So it's very like, a lot of stuff happened, man. We kind of tried to enroll. The weird story was, and I think this was God, bro, because we went to enroll her in my hometown, their school. And the first day we showed up and we're trying to enroll her, and they said something about their system being down. Like, we can't really enroll anybody today because our system is down. So obviously we couldn't, but there was like a deadline, so she had to be in school by a certain day. We got in trouble for it. And so we tried another school, and we just didn't hear a response back in time. And so we're like, okay, we're going to enroll her in this anyway. And so we did, and it started off kind of slow. Like, she wasn't really understand. Of course, you're a kindergartner, so she's only 5 at the time. And
Yeah.
we were like, man, I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know. But then she started to get it. And now she's like, she's got it. So like, if I was going to encourage anybody, man, I would just say stick with it.
Yeah.
Trust the process. Like, it's going to be hard sometimes, maybe. I mean, maybe not, but if it is, like, just give it time. Just give it some time. Let your child grow and learn. Be patient with them, because that was one thing I had to learn, was patience. And, you got to be there for them and help them. And, but man, it's so rewarding you get to literally watch them learn. Like, you get to literally watch them not know anything. And then now she knows so much.
Yeah, and they definitely learn a lot more because it's that one-on-one. It's that, yeah, no distractions from classrooms, big classrooms, more focused, driven, all of that good stuff. And I see that in my kids, and the pace they're learning at, man, that I'm sure yours that be done with school at age 15.
The thing is, I forget my daughter knows how to read now, like my oldest, and I'll be like looking up something on the computer, and she'll come behind me and be like, and she'll start reading what's on the screen. I'm like, oh yeah, she can read it. She'll be sounding out the word. I'm like, okay, go ahead, read. Like, but nah, man,
That's awesome, man.
it's a blessing. And then my youngest, this is her first year, or my youngest daughter. Yeah, she just started kindergarten this year, so, but she kind of got to see her sister do it, so she understood. Yeah, so she didn't like get blindsided by it at all. She already is to get into, and she's really enjoying it. She's doing really good too. Yeah.
Yeah, but I love performing. Performing is, I know I watch Drink Champs. Well, I haven't watched the Drink Champs episode in a long time, but I know they always ask the question, do you like making the music or performing the music? I like making the music more than performing the music.
Yeah.
But I do like performing though. But I've never There we go. I never really got the chance to perform in front of a huge crowd where everybody knows the song. That's that's the thing I really yearn to perform in front of a huge crowd where everybody knows the lyrics. I haven't had that yet. I perform, of course, in front of my church and other churches and stuff where bits and pieces of people in the crowd know the lyrics, but not that huge crowd where you can just put the mic down and everybody's still rapping the lyrics.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to experience that.
Hey, you just gotta keep pushing, bro. Keep growing and letting people hear them songs, man. It'll come.
Yeah, man. So one day we'll see. We'll see.
I got 2 questions for you to close it out. I don't know which one to ask first, but I'll
Okay.
go ahead. What jersey you got on right now? Is that a Udonis one or who is that?
Udonis, UD, big 40. They be hating on him. They be saying he's not useful, but he's a big heart.
I told you. I know things. I know.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, you know sports because you said you wanted to do the podcast with the football and what it's called, football and faith, right?
It was Faith in Football. Is gonna be. I was gonna have all kind of athletes on there, man. But yeah, we here and there. I hope to grab
And there's
some.
so many right now.
So many. I know. I can't wait
Like
to get
so
some.
many.
Yeah, I got one in the works right now. It's not signed. It's not sealed yet, so I don't want to say too much. But I got one in the works. Hopefully.
Boy, if you get Pat Mahomes, you the GOAT.
No, not like that. But hey, it's definitely it would be a good one though. It'd be that to have this person on. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to. I definitely want to get more athletes, man. That would be. It's fun to have that because you get to talk about their career, then transition into their faith, and man, it just feels like they're just people, bro. Like people, they're just people like us. Like bro, they got a testimony too. Like they got different walks. Like
And a lot of these players, especially football players, once they take that jersey off, they're really just people. Like
that's it.
like sometimes they can walk in a room and nobody knows who they are.
Yes, exactly. I know what I'm saying. Like they're just people, man. We see them on TV and it gives them like a status. But like you said, once the lights come off, once that clock hits 0, they're back to being a regular person like us too.
Yep.
Is Jimmy Butler getting traded?
He just might. And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I do not mind.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. Not because I don't like him. I got a Jimmy Butler jersey. I could have wore that one, but
Right.
yeah. I think a new opportunity for him specifically would be better because it's gonna be hard for him to win one in the Heat jersey, man. It's gonna be hard, especially after we went twice, failed twice.
Man.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard, and I feel like we got the players, we got a great team, but it's just not clicking, and there's only so many years that he got left to be trying it out with our team. So I think if he get traded into like a good team, he can definitely make some noise. That those warrior warrior rumors was scaring me though. I'm like, oh Lord, not the Warriors.
So, I heard
Take some of their players though.
I heard Phoenix. I heard Golden State. I heard
Yeah,
Dallas. I think was another.
Dallas would be nasty. All those teams would be. He would be nasty in any team that's contending right now. Nasty.
That was my sports question. I had to ask. I know you're a fan, obviously. So I had to ask.
Miami Dolphins, Miami Hurricanes, Miami Heat. I'm a stressful sports fan. I'm stressed out right now.
Hey, Mike.
Let's go.
Do you watch hockey?
I was watching it the first time we went. I started to get into it. Okay. Well, but we lost. But we came back when we won it. But I've always had a heart to watch hockey. I don't get the channels, bro. I don't have cable, bro.
Yeah.
And the basic channels, I don't even get those. But hockey's dope, man. I never hated on hockey. I was never one of those people that hated on hockey. I'm a person that I can watch any sport for sure if it's a playoffs, if there's something on the line. Yeah. If there's something on the line, any sport is good. Like any sport. Any sport is good if there's something on the line. But even during the season, even regular season, hockey is fire. People sleep on hockey. I'm in the soccer right now. I'm in the football. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I went to England. I got people in England. My family. I call them my family and my wife calls them family. They're not family by blood, but they're the closest. They're closer than family.
Yeah.
But yeah, I went to a football game up there. Yep, international football, and football is a slept-on sport by anybody that's not watching it.
Yeah, I hear live it's really good too.
That sport is fire. It's fire. You gotta go to a game and understand the nature. Yeah, just understand the passion people really have for that sport. And once you get that, you'll love it. And I'm in love with it now.
Just don't go to any Miami Marlin or Tampa Raul game. They said you see highlights, the stadiums are just empty. It's like,
Yeah, Marlins, man, that's another story. I wouldn't mind getting in baseball too, but Marlins, I don't know.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. They give up all their good players, man. They had a lot of players that turned out to be great. They're just not there anymore.
They're just not where we. That's the same with the Miami Dolphins. When people leave us, they get better. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens next year. We got a lot of stuff coming up. I know. Hopefully, we can catch a game one day, man. I would love.
That would
to
be
check
dope.
I would love to check out. I've been to one NFL game. It was a Cowboy game with my dad a long time ago. But we used to go to Ranger games, Texas Ranger games, like all the time. I think.
So you watch a lot of baseball?
Yeah, yeah. I watch everything, but like live, I think I've only been to one NBA game. I've only been to one hockey game. I've only been to one football game live. Oh, I bet it's
some people have been to none.
Yeah, I've been to a million baseball games. We used to go to like 5 or 6 a year, so that was like our thing. That's what I miss. I miss that a lot.
Yeah. Nah, baseball's good too, man. I like baseball. Yeah, I like baseball. It's probably my least one, but I like it. Yeah. Some people will never watch soccer, but they like baseball. But if they really got into soccer, I think they'll like it.
Man, I think baseball has gotten a lot better. I think it's trying to please the people that didn't really like it because they've enhanced a lot of things, like the pitch clock. Now they have a pitch clock where it speeds up the game. Yeah, so I think that's why, like, people that would be like, yeah, it's so long, it's so boring and long, but now that like, and people like myself who I'm like indifferent, I don't really mind it, but like I didn't mind it the way it was. Like it wasn't like I could see other people and like why they did it. Stuff like that. So.
Yeah, and look at the age we're in, bro. Everything's fast, bro. You can't slow us down like that. We're not gonna watch it. That's like everything's microwave now, boy. Bruh, it's too much. It's too many distractions. Like instead of watching a baseball game, I could be watching Netflix.
Right.
And I can be watching TikTok. I can do a whole lot of other things. Yes. Shoot, even basketball games. I don't even catch basketball games as much as I used to. Just catch the highlights on Bleacher Report.
Exactly.
They call it a day.
Exactly.
And that's why I think the ratings are down now. Because, I mean, we're getting the parts that we want to see, shown to us on Bleacher Report. And that's all we need to see. We don't need to see the whole game, man.
Right.
Yeah. It's crazy the world we're living in when it comes to that. But, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember the last time I watched a full game, honestly.
Yeah, that conversation could take us another 2 hours.
No, for real, man. What is one specific Bible verse, bro, that keeps you motivated, bro? What is one that you always like to share, like when you're posting or with other people?
My favorite, Proverbs 3 verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart, lean not unto your own understanding, and all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your paths. That's my favorite. That's my favorite.
Amen, bro. Amen. Yeah, hey, 100%, bro. We gotta trust. We gotta trust him, bro. Definitely something that's very important, man. Because a lot of times we try to do stuff on our own. I'm guilty. I'm super guilty of it. Trying to do things on my own, not trusting His ways, and kind of losing focus. A lot of times, that's where stay focused comes from too. So, yeah, man, just trust in your heart, man, and let Him direct your path. Man, that's so.
Yes, man. Let Him direct your path. And yeah, I lean on that one all the time, man. Lean on that all the time. Like, yeah. Anytime I feel confused, I say, you know what? I'm just gonna let go and let God. And it always works out, bro.
That's it, bro.
It always works out. For real, for real.
That's all we can do, man. Hey, this has been amazing, bro. Thank you so much for doing this, man. I'm gonna put all your descriptions and links in the description below. I pray that people that check out that song, go check out Invisible, bro. If you don't check out nothing else, go check out that song Invisible. I'm telling you, that is my song. Invincible. I said Invisible. Invincible. That is my song, bro. Like I jammed that song. I just
I'm incredible.
yeah, bro.
Rio killed that hook, man.
That's amazing, bro. Hey, keep going, bro. Don't ever stop, man. I pray that we're gonna be dropping something. So be on the lookout soon. Tyler J Music and Neck Vandals will be dropping very soon. We'll be dropping very soon on all platforms. And I'll be flying out to Florida to shoot the video. So that'll be coming soon.
Come through. Get you some good conch, some conch fritters, some good. Do you know what conch is?
Fish? You from Texas? Okay. That's
Come on, man. We gonna get you some good seafood, bro. And I'm not even big on seafood, but I feel like if you come to Florida, you gotta eat seafood.
yeah, that's true.
You got to, man.
Yeah.
We gonna hook you up, man. I know them burgers and them steaks and them ribs are good, but we gotta get you some good seafood, bro.
Hey, I mean nothing wrong with that. Nothing.
We got all. You got it all.
Absolutely. Hey, you know the motto: stay focused and gallegos.